Hello and happy week 4. I decided to make a video this week because I felt like since I was going to be reflecting on a personality test that I took about myself, it would be easier to talk about rather than writing a paper. Um, so I even had my mom do this test because I thought it would be fun to compare our answers with one another. We had a lot in common, which doesn't really surprise me. Um, but for myself, this taking this test was a nice reminder of who I am, and I felt like it kind of really captured, the traits about me that are accurate. So for the first factor of extroversion, aka surgency, this trait reflects preference for and behavior in social situations. People high in extroversion are energetic and seek out the company of others. Compared to other people that have taken this test, I scored relatively high. I had a score of 41. Um, I am considered high energy and outgoing and a total extrovert, and any test I've taken before has shown that. According to ScienceDirect.com, extroversion has been long recognized as a major component of individual differences in interpersonal behavior and has been linked with aspects of temperament such as surgency and sociability, as well as reduced behavioral inhibition and positive affectivity. I like to say I affect people positively with my extroverted personality, um, and I think others would say the same about me. So next, for agreeableness, aka friendliness, this trait reflects how we tend to interact with others. People high in agreeableness tend to be trusting, friendly, and cooperative. I got a 35 and it's considered relatively high. So I would consider myself a friendly person, and a good friend to others, and someone that you can trust, and someone that's approachable. So to me, that did make sense getting that result as well. The third factor of conscientiousness, aka will or dependability. This trait reflects how organized and persistent we are in pursuing our goals. I'm a very ambitious person, and I do like to get things done. This trait reflects how organized and persistent we are in pursuing our goals. High scorers are methodical, well organized, and dutiful. Um, and once again, I got a 37, which is considered relatively high. Um, I am someone that likes to stay organized with my work, and I am someone that likes to get work done, like I said. So, once again, that score did make sense to me. For the fourth factor, neuroticism, this trait reflects the tendency to experience negative thoughts and feelings. High scorers are prone to insecurity and emotional distress. Compared to other people that have taken this test, I got a 31, which is considered relatively high. Um, Although this seems like a negative kind of outcome, I do, it does make sense, because I do have my own, emotional and mental health problems, that it does make sense that I would get a high score in this because um, I do have insecurities and I do have a lot of emotional stressors as well as anyone else, really. And for the fifth and final factor of openness, aka culture or intellect, this trait reflects open mindedness and interest in culture. I got a 28, which is about average. So it says that high scorers tend to be imaginative, creative, and to seek out cultural and educational experiences. Low scorers are more down to earth, less interested in art, and more practical in nature. I am a practical person and I am down to earth, but at the same time, I am such a dreamer and I love art and I love things like that. So that kind of makes sense that I'm somewhere in between because I feel like I could fit into both categories. Finally, I do believe that this test is versatile and could be taken among all different cultures. It was a very broad test, and although it is, gauging your personality traits, I do feel as though it's kind of a universal test and that anyone could take it. According to the book, um, the FFM is a conceptual model built around 5 distinct and basic personality dimensions that appear to be universal for all humans. The FFM was conceived after researchers noticed in the similarities and the personality dimensions that had emerged across many studies, both within and between cultures. So it's a known fact that it can be a versatile test and it can be taken among all different cultures. Thank you.